Hello everyone, welcome back. This is 𝗦𝗡𝗏𝗧 from Man United Fans Voice, and life after Solskjaer for United started with a 2-0 away win against Villarreal, which means that now Manchester United have qualified for the knockout stages with a game to spare. First of all, I want to say fair play to 𝗬𝗏𝗧𝗏. I think it was a difficult situation to be in, considering that the coaching staff remained while the manager got fired just before a very crucial game. 𝗬𝗏𝗧𝗏 made some brave selection decisions and they did pay off. In the end, I believe it was kind of a bittersweet feeling, given that everyone was on the United dugout besides Oli. Michael Carrick made some brave changes in the starting 11, replacing Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford with 𝗠𝗘𝗗𝗜𝗏 and 𝗦𝗡𝗏𝗏𝗜𝗏 and 𝗠𝗘𝗗𝗏𝗏. What I personally liked with the starting 11 was that after a very long time, it had more passers and less shooters, something that I think we have really missed. The first half and the first 15 minutes of the second half saw a slow, nervous but defensively quite disciplined Manchester United, who seemed more interested in not losing than actually trying to win. But at around the 60th minute, Carrick replaced Martial with Rashford and 𝗠𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 with Bruno Fernandes, and from that point on, we saw arguably the best Manchester United performance in this season's Champions League. Carrick's decision to make those two substitutions at that moment of the game affected United's focus and approach to the game and seemed to surprise the Spanish team, who up to that point looked quite confident. I think we defended quite well in this game, and one important reason for that was that our wingers were often tracking back to help out the fullbacks. Sancho was very disciplined in that right flank. He is growing into the team well, and I was very happy he got his goal. And I also think that Victor Lindelof had a superb game. It was very clear that Donny, Martial and Sancho were told to do cover work. Donny dropped into the midfield instead of staying up with the striker, which meant that Fred went wide to cover behind the left winger. It affected Donny's offensive impact, but it meant that United kept a better shape when they didn't have the ball. And like I said earlier, the introductions of Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford at around the 60th minute saw United's confidence grow, and we managed to score 2 goals with Cristiano Ronaldo and Jadon Sancho, which take United to 10 points, top of the group with 1 game left. Many reports are suggesting that Mauricio Pochettino will be Manchester United's next manager. It is reported that United have already begun talks with Paris Saint-Germain about compensation, and that Poch himself is keen to join sooner rather than later. So let's have a deeper look into Mauricio Pochettino and what his Manchester United will look like. We all know that Ed Woodward has held talks with Pochettino in the past about joining Manchester United. It is believed that his contract at Paris Saint-Germain will cost around £10 million to break. It now depends if Paris Saint-Germain are willing to let him go now or wait until the summer. And that is a huge call for them, and surely it won't be an easy decision. And of course, in order for them to accept letting Pochettino go, they have to convince Zinedine Zidane to join them. Like I've said before, I personally like Pochettino. He got to a Champions League final with Tottenham and achieved consecutive top 4 finishes with a squad nowhere near as expensive or as good as ours. He finished above Klopp, Guardiola and Mourinho with much less transfer money spent. He plays nice football, he promotes youth, and he is also a brilliant man manager. And very importantly, I don't think he's the type of manager who would expect a complete overhaul after Oli. I think he is someone who can work with the squad that we have now and wouldn't expect 6 or 7 new players in order to start making things work for him. Another big plus is that he now has the experience of managing a club with very high demands and expectations. And that, in my opinion, is one more box ticked. From a personality perspective, I think he is the type of person that suits the character the manager of Manchester United should have. He is a humble person, a likeable and intelligent man. But when he is on the touchline, he often gets passionate and very involved. There seems to be this perception that he is not doing a very good job at Paris Saint-Germain. So let's see what the situation with Pochettino is in Paris. So, Paris Saint-Germain are currently comfortably on the top of the French league, and they look like they will qualify for the knockout stages of this season's Champions League. Pochettino at Paris Saint-Germain uses a 4-3-3 formation with a front three of world-class players in Messi, Neymar and Mbappe, and a squad generally filled with top players. He likes his teams to press, but not necessarily with a high press and multiple waves of pressing, like for example Klopp or Guardiola do at Liverpool or City. And if we have a quick look at what tactical approach and what formation Pochettino used at Tottenham, Pochettino at Tottenham mainly used the 4-2-3-1 formation, and he liked his defenders to be very good on the ball so they can help carry the ball from the defense to the midfield. He also wanted his forwards to play quite narrow, and he created width not by using wingers but by advancing fullbacks. which I think is a very good idea for players like Rashford, Sancho, Greenwood, Ronaldo, players who can create quick combinations, positioning transitions and good link-up plays. So, why would we waste the rest of the season and wait until the summer if Pochettino wants to join the club now? Manchester United need to act like the big club we are supposed to be and pay up. So, Mauricio Pochettino is potentially walking away from a league title with Paris Saint-Germain because he wants to manage Manchester United. He might not be every supporter's first choice, but I personally want people who want Manchester United. If those reports are true, he is my first choice. Despite the bad start, there is still plenty to play for. The board just need to show some ambition and choose a manager who can take us up another level. The talent is there, just need the application. So, that was all from me for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please remember to press the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you extremely much for all the amazing support and truly amazing messages. The last few days have been difficult and emotional for us, but life goes on. We look forward and we move forward. Glory, glory, Man United. Good night.